All right. Good afternoon, IHSA football family. How you doing? This is the Quincy Notre Dame video downloaded. So this is the Bloomington video. I had a lot of trouble yesterday. Had some trouble this morning. Hopefully this works on YouTube. This is the Bloomington season so far video. Talking about roster, talking about schedule. Not that much of a schedule because they got 3 games, and then after that is a playoff bowl thing for their conference. All right. So, let's get started, shall we? First and foremost, about the Bloomington Purple Raiders and that. From last season, 2019, I saw a roster with a lot of mental mistakes. Um, I saw a team that went 4-5, but they had a. If they would have listened to mistakes, they would have been 5-4. They would have gone to the playoffs. It's going to be hard because they lost their 3 top wide receivers, Bloomington, to graduation from class of 2020. Now, for me, some of the top players that I see is Trey Jenkins, uh, um, Ben Wellman, of course, quarterback. He has to have a magnificent game against Quincy Notre Dame. Um, I think again, Bloomington's main thing is going to be to establish the pass against Quincy Notre Dame early, very early. Again, few of those short screen passes. I think it's going to be basically to where it's going to be establishing the pass first, and then getting into that run a little bit as they keep those linebackers on their feet and guessing, especially with their coverages. And the main thing too is to eliminate. They can't not have any mistakes against this Quincy Notre Dame team. Quincy Notre Dame will capitalize on any mistakes that Bloomington does. For me, I think the most important thing right now, again, establishing a lot of the short passes, and if we can get into that deep material, um, hopefully after say a couple set of downs, um, it'll be interesting. But again, those short screen passes, few bubble passes would do great against Quincy Notre Dame because Bloomington does have the speed. Does have the speed. Underrated, very underrated as well. But Trey Jenkins, he's going to be huge. But I think really see Ben Wellman, quarterback, undersized, but Hope College got a great quarterback in Ben Wellman, no doubt about that. Brandon Charleston, DB Walker Burns, running back, athlete. I see more as an athlete spot. Jack Welfa, who I consider one of the better linebackers in the state. He's going to be a name to watch for the class of 2022. Ben Wellman's a class of 2021, of course. Jacob Sanchez, that's another kid basically that's going to have to have another. He's going to have a huge game this Friday against Quincy Notre Dame. Um, uh, what what worries me again is that Quincy Notre Dame defensive line going against that Bloomington offensive line. The Bloomington offensive line cannot make any mistakes. This is a very important game for that offensive line in Bloomington. For the Bloomington defensive line, again, you're gonna have to stop the run. That's gonna be the most important thing to go against Quincy Notre Dame. Stop the run and limit. They cannot have any mistakes in coverages, and they can't have any breaks in coverages as well. But again, I really love that Bloomington secondary. I think that Bloomington secondary is a very underrated secondary, and I think it's going to be pressuring Quincy Notre Dame again to run, and it's going to be all up to those front 6, front 7 people. For me, again, the big thing is to guess basically in coverages, guess the right spot. Um, I see Quincy Notre Dame again with a lot of that play action work against Bloomington. It should be very interesting. Um, for me, I'm I'm forgetting one more person on Bloomington to talk about. Let's just go to the schedule again. They got a tough schedule. They got Quincy Notre Dame first game, Normal West second game, even game. Normal is going to be a tough game for Bloomington, no doubt about that. But again, Quincy Notre Dame, um, they got to come out for Bloomington to come out scoring fast against Quincy Notre Dame's defense. Normal West, that's going to be a tough one. They got a that's going to be a tough game. Normal's going to be it's going to be a huge game, and then they have the three get bowl games, playoff games. That'll be very interesting as well to see what happens there. But again, young team, wide receivers. Their top three guys have graduated class of 2020. So it's going to be very interesting to see. And again, I think this spring season is going to work miracles for Bloomington. I really do. And I think Bloomington is going to look great this fall. I really do. I think this is a spring season that it can either help teams or hurt teams, but this spring season actually is going to help Bloomington a lot going into the fall. I'm going to do deep final comments about the game tomorrow. Hopefully, this video loads correctly. Breakfast with Coach Big Pete Sunday at 2 p.m. Deep Dish Football Live Wednesday at 8 p.m. only on Facebook Live. Make sure you follow Coach Big Pete, Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And have a lovely day.